doing video. I'm Q.
I'm Teddy.
And this is The Farm.
I know y'all missed us.
People been asking. And we thought instead of coming back with just another voiceover podcast, we'll do video this time.
I'm just trying to get my profile up. You know what I'm saying? I got a haircut just for this. Look at this. You know what I'm saying? I just looking out for y'all.
So,
you just threw me to the
wolf. Move on from his vanity. Let's get into it, man. People don't want to. They ain't here for that. Maybe they are.
Yeah, they are.
I know some of y'all.
I know they want to know what Teddy look like. You know what I'm saying? Feast your eyes.
Anyway, man, let's get into it, man. Honestly, we're gonna be honest with you. Since this is the first video blog, we really don't have many topics. We're just gonna go off the cuff. Every time we get together, we discuss some things. We write a couple things down in the book, and we go over them. Today, I don't want to do that. I just want to let's see where this takes us.
Okay, all right. I can dig it. No, but I do have a couple things I want to talk about, though.
Let's get to it.
Okay, so earlier today, a friend of mine, a couple of my friends, we have a group chat together, and he sent me a post, and the post said that his family was outraged because one of their family members had a heart attack, and the young lady had been taken to the mortuary, and the mortuary director told them, due to this pandemic, anyone who's not killed because of gunfire will be considered killed because of the COVID. And the family was like, whoa, no way. He was like, what? That's what the state told us.
Wait. Hold on, let me tail back this thing. You saying, unless it's a violent offense.
Unless they're murdered by gunfire or, a stabbing, any natural causes, heart disease, blah, 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 it would be considered due to the COVID virus. Now, I haven't actually talked to this family. This is just what, seen on Facebook. It could be fake news, but think about that. Now, a couple weeks back and stuff like that, I was reading in the Time magazine that they did tests and stuff like that, but there was no concrete number of what this virus looked like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From state to state and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Their numbers were different all the time. Like this state might be saying this, but when the CDC went back and looked, it might be a different number and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of clear information. But if this is literally the case, that they're counting any deaths during their time due to the COVID, they're trumping up those. I use the word Trump. I did that on purpose. They're trumping up the death toll of this thing.
Absolutely.
And why would they want to do that? Why would they want natural causes? You know what I'm saying? People die from asthma or seizure or heart attack. To count them toward the death toll because of this virus. Because they're trying to make this virus more deadlier than it is.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because people, and I keep saying it, but I don't want to take anything away from your grandparents, your babies, and stuff like that. This is just like a flu, whose mortality rate dependent on your immune system.
The coronavirus has been around since
for a very long time.
It's been well documented since the 1960s.
Yes.
And they actually categorize it in the book of medicine as a common cold.
Yes.
So how is it in a span of a few months of the common cold, which we've been killing off
naturally,
for hundreds of years, now it's come back to be this
with a vengeance?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's the sequel to Common Cold, they brought Arnold and Stallone.
I have a client that posts videos, and she was saying, because she's really political, and she posts video after video. People like, oh, you're crazy, you're sick. She actually posted before they announced closing school that they were going to take education away from our kids. The people was chastising her for saying that. And then look what happened. Now the entire school year is canceled.
Whoa. So, and I'm assuming that she's a conspiracy theorist.
Well, she's not a conspiracy theorist. She actually owns radio stations.
Oh.
Well, she's in the know. She has a lot of ties to politics, to a lot of celebrities. She got a lot of connections.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't know what she hear, behind the scenes.
Yeah,
but
she get that little buzz and shit.
Yeah, but she came out, and did some videos, and people, on social media,
Right.
Get out of here, weirdo, things like that. And so it's amazing that the things that she was saying are coming into fruition.
Mm.
And so to go back to some of the those flush topics, it's like, why would you take education away from kids? Why would you close businesses that rely on their income? And if you cannot tax them, now we're stopping the tax of all of this taxable income and these businesses that are going to plummet in this. What is the biggest? What is the overall? What is the end game?
They're trying to crash the American economy. That's just my theory. If this was an attack, like a lot of people are theorizing that this was an attack, if they crash our economy and stuff like that, that means we will have to be more reliant on overseas ventures yet again. When at the end of the Bush administration, he signed a bill where a lot of our jobs went overseas. How we got all these bed bugs and shit? That's come from those people overseas who live in those jungles and stuff like that, in those small villages. They went to work with the bed bugs, working on your new couch you're about to buy, your new bed, working on putting together those air mattresses and stuff like that. All this stuff that's shipped from overseas, the bed bugs got from them onto that cardboard or into that wood and stuff like that. And that's why when you bought new shit, you're like, oh my God, where the fuck these bed bugs come from? Because people overseas who got those job contract, they had them.
Not only that, you have to look at, okay, this is a smoke screen for a lot of legislation.
Oh yeah, it's all these fucking bills and all these weird mandates about to be snuck into these bills. Back at the when they were trying to shut down the government, and stuff like that, they snuck in a mandate that Illinois can now grow GMOs during that time. When they was like that 30-day, you know what I'm saying? They trying to shut down the government and stuff like that, and no one budge on the bills and the on the budget and stuff like that.
Right.
When the smoke cleared, now Illinois can grow GMOs. Not only that's not even means vegetation. That means livestock too.
Absolutely, yeah. Because when you go to places like Whole Foods and things like that, and, it's crazy. It's funny. The term GMO is this blanketed thing.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize it. If you're a vegan, generally speaking, it's genetically modified organisms. If you are a vegetarian, you're a meat eater. What do that really mean? Most people don't know. They're not educated enough on what that means. Case in point, remember when we was in elementary school?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when they had burgers?
Yeah, the burger patties.
The burger patties
That was soy.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was soy burgers.
Exactly. But it made to look,
You know?
feel, and taste
Yeah, it had that sponginess and stuff like connective tissue.
GMOs.
You know most of our tomatoes are GMOs?
Oh, absolutely.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until recently.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I learned it because of the CRISPR introduction and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Most tomatoes that grown around the world, they're genetically modified so they can withstand cold and stuff like that.
Exactly. And they last longer.
Yeah, I
You
know.
remember when we were kids and you
Oh, I hated tomatoes.
I love them.
Yeah.
But actually they didn't really become mainstream until like 90, 91, somewhere around there where they start modifying them genetically.
I know because they used to go bad real fast. Not to mention, once a sickness hit the tomatoes and stuff like that, spread real fast.
Yeah, it would.
They say one was spoiled a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
That was for real.
Oh, absolutely. And it goes to a lot of the vegetation.
Oh yeah.
And now when you think about it, tilapia.
Yeah. That's actually a man-made fish. They genetically modify that. That's from what I hear. What I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm always put a disclaimer. I didn't do the research myself. I have a friend that she decided she was going to become vegan and not pescatarian. So she'll eat fish, but she said she would not touch tilapia because it's a man-made fish. Like it's not naturally occurring fish in the wild. But I'm like, how? When they farm raising it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I just think she might have been misinformed. But you know, I told her also the same thing. I'm like, do you like watermelon? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you know, that's not what watermelon
Original
look like.
Pineapples, how they used to look compared to now.
Carrots.
Oh yeah. So I mean, we're getting secondhand of like generational modification of all of these foods that we like to ingest.
But that same thing, like you gotta look at the big picture when you. And I know we're segueing off the whole topic of what's going on with this Corona thing, but most people that say I don't like man-made stuff. If you like a dog, you gotta understand.
Yeah.
Like dogs, cats. You know what I'm saying? They're a lot different from what they used to look like. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Dogs is one of the biggest generational creature that we domesticated because you can have a freaking 106-pound Great Dane versus a 32-ounce freaking little fucking teacup poodle and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing because actually people used to eat those.
The Chihuahua stuff.
The Chihuahua, yeah.
But
so they were bred by.
There are literally people in the world in South Korea. They have dog farms.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, no one like in the Americas, early on in the Americas, the native people would breed the little teacup breed or the toy breeds for food. They were livestock. So like we do now for pigs or cows, chickens, dogs. That's what they had them for. No one had a pet. That was food. That was dinner.
Well, back in the 1850s,
17s and 18s, yeah.
Yeah, it was a luxury.
Yeah.
It was lucky to be able to
domesticate them even.
Not even domesticate. Just say, hey, I have so much money that I can care for a dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could care for multiple dogs.
Yeah, because you weren't, the average person wasn't cultivating and caring for or stocking up on the mass production of livestock. You had to go out and hunt every day. So when you have to eat, when your family have to eat, the guy have to get out there and the little boy and go hunt something and bring it back for the females, the women to skin and clean and you go back out there and it was this circle of life type situation where you didn't have time to.
And when they had dogs, so like they did domesticate dogs right now. It was
fight off wolves and bears.
Yeah, they worked.
Yeah,
they worked.
They were work animals. Yeah.
They got rid of the rats and stuff like that. Which I love those videos. I ain't a sick or nothing, but I love to see people use a dog to get rid of vermin because they're way more efficient than cats.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Cats, they'll play with them, take a long time. You have a field full of mice and stuff like that, and rats, you take 6 dogs out of there, and that field gonna be empty within a couple hours.
Absolutely.
If you get the chance, look up ratting videos on YouTube, change your world. You're like, Jesus, we need that here in the city. I actually thought about writing up a plan to try and use dogs to rat certain areas in the city that have really bad rodent problems. Mm-hmm. There's a McDonald's on the north side of Chicago and stuff like that. Right adjacent to the McDonald's, there's a little patch of land over there.
Okay.
Full of rats. Like,
I imagine so.
They literally in the daytime, you see them running from one hole to the next hole and stuff like that. I'm like, if you take some ratting dogs out there, some terriers and stuff like that.
Yeah, little bitty terrier.
Yeah, Jack Russells and stuff like that. Yeah, empty that thing out. Because they small enough, they were bred for that role. dig down in the ground and get those vermin.
Oh yeah, I mean they still doing it now, you know, in Europe.
Yeah, that's what most time you see. But there's a guy named James Carter, I believe, called him the Mink Man.
The Mink Man.
Yes, in Wyoming or something like that. He bred minks
Okay.
to go out and hunt for muskrats and other vermin. But also he has a business because I used to follow him back in 2013 when I first started following the channel.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? 7 years later and stuff like that. He had his own house, married, he had a couple kids and stuff like that. And he literally started his business with one mink. He had this one mink from a mink farm. And that little bastard was mean.
I met so you know it's crazy. Not last year, the year before, I was in Colorado, and I met a business owner. She owned a mink farm in Wisconsin.
Okay.
And they use mink droppings to cultivate plants.
Yeah, because they're not omnivores.
Nope.
They're not omnivores at all.
They will eat whatever they please.
Anything that they can take down, anything that they can jump on the back of his head and break his spine, they'll eat it.
Yeah.
And they go for cats too.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't afraid to attack dogs. They are mean little creatures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he breeds them. He breeds them to work
breed
together. No, in the wild and stuff like that, they'll kill one another.
Absolutely.
He fundamentally changing the behavior of these predators.
Mm.
Growing them together and stuff like that, letting them hunt and pack in pairs and packs. Because they'll literally fight one another to the death.
Right.
And I think that's just fascinating. If you get a chance, check it out. Called the Mink Man. Look him up on YouTube.
Shout out to the Mink Man.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to how people are coping during this time.
I don't know either. Because I be going stir crazy sitting up in the house. Yesterday I was out and about a little bit yesterday, and it was so empty outside. Even 79th, which is usually like Madison on version of Austin area.
Yeah.
It was so empty. And I'm seeing people walking around with masks all the damn time and gloves. Right. And I'm just like, oh.
How much TV can you watch?
Yeah.
When the world now is becoming a movie.
Yeah.
This is becoming a movie.
And then everything you turn on TV or Netflix or Hulu or stuff like that, then there's all these pandemic or these zombie movies.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Outbreak. Containment.
Pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Pandemic.
Zombie Land. You know what I'm saying? The Girl with All the Gifts. Like all this post-apocalyptic, viral or zombie post-apocalyptic shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's literally feeding into this psychosis.
Yeah.
Of what's all this fear, you know what I'm saying? Because right now it's a scary time because it's so unknown. I've never been a part of anything like this. You know, the first time me being an adult, seeing some stuff like even H1N1. I was a young man then and stuff like that, but I was like, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't affect me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It was them over there dying and shit like that.
Yeah, it was 6 degrees of separation now though, because now someone if you don't know him personally, someone you know someone who's been affected by this. Now it's becoming that it becomes this real thing. It's tangible.
I don't want to sound like that guy.
What guy you don't want to sound like?
It's always, I know this person. I know this person that this happened to this person. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's a lot of that
Let me
shit.
break it down to you. We have a cousin that's affected. He's in the hospital right now fighting for his life. We just had.
Well, Lily has been. I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to say the name, but cause Lily, he's been having health problems for a long time. That's what this any cold or flu. When he got the flu, he had to go to the hospital. So this is another situation just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't take care of yourself and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? If you're not health conscious and stuff like that, right now, this is the time to be a little bit more health conscious. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get older and stuff like that, because I heard somebody say that if you don't take care of yourself, either you're going to do it now or you're going to pay later.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to pay for it later. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of like that situation. And Cousin Lily, he close to 50. You know what I'm saying? If not 50 already. He's older. You know what I'm saying? growing up at the time and stuff like that where shit, everything got covered in hot sauce. You know what I'm saying? Hypertension like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said and stuff like that, like, it really doesn't really affect me. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's a cousin that, you know, we don't see and talk too often. You know what I'm saying? We only hear about those relatives. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, so-and-so was in the hospital again. Like, oh, okay, I hope he's okay. You know what I'm saying?
My point is now that this type of situation, this shit is hitting close to home. Whereas you're talking about the H1N1 or you talking about anthrax, that's over there.
Yeah. Same thing with that shit. When everybody was scared of opening their goddamn meal. You know how scared I was when I ordering shit online? Like it'll just be my goddamn luck. Open up me a pack of cards and and it's over.
But my point is,
I think it's another fear tactic. This is all that
I
is.
know, I get that, honestly. But you know what? I don't fear that. What I'm fearing is where this ends at, where the road ends at. Because no way, no government is going to put so much stock into shit like this unless
they got plans.
They have a larger plan.
They got some plans.
This is like stage one.
This is how they begin with that whole tractor shipping arm shit. You know what I'm saying? They already trying to make a vaccine for this shit. A week ago, the first male to try the new vaccine for the coronavirus has died due to the vaccine.
Yeah.
You know, Trump kept saying, "Oh, we're gonna have a working vaccine this week." The first person to try said vaccine has died from the vaccine. And the CDC director, he already said, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? We're going to start testing it this week. Within a month's time, we're going to go on human trial. Within 4 months, we'll make sure it's secure. So within 6 months, we might have a vaccine for this thing. Within 6 months' time. You know what I'm saying?
But see, you have to realize, just like anything, this shit may have came from human testing originally, which means they were testing a biological weapon. See how.
But it might have been a vaccine. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a vaccine.
Or,
you know what I'm saying?
And it mutated.
You know what I'm saying? Well, it's going to happen. You know, random mutation is going to happen within anything, especially with viruses and parasites like that. They have to gradually change already all the time because what they're trying to do is thrive inside another living organism. And every living organism with an immune system is going to strive to seek and destroy said thing. So just like HIV and stuff like that has survived so long because it can randomly mutate. You know what I'm saying? It can hide inside cells and it can mutate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Makes it hard to pin down for the human. By the time the human body picks it up and stuff like that, it's over. It's already, you know, replicated so much stuff like that. And your immune system is shot. You know what I'm saying? This is it's a virus, just like any other virus. If your body don't catch it in time, it's gonna ravage your system. You know what I'm saying? This is a cold. This is a cold, people. You know what I'm saying? I see people wearing gloves and touching their door handle and walking to stores and picking up stuff. Now, let's say if it was on any of them surfaces, you just cross-contaminated everything.
Absolutely.
You know
I see like even at like places like the grocery store where they have
those,
now the mandate for 6 feet, but it really doesn't amount to anything simply because let's say that one person, the first person in line, has it. Okay, well when they put their stuff on the carousel,
on the belt, yeah.
Next up, you're next. And so are hundreds of other people that's going to frequent.
And that you're not about to touch that food for a week at least to let the virus die. Which meaning you going to the grocery store to provide food for your household because you need it now. You know what I'm saying? You're fucked. You know what I'm saying? It makes zero sense. The logic, you know what I'm saying, on all this literally doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just baffled by how much nonsense is going on. I walk around with no gloves. I don't wear no fucking masks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you know, it's just too much of it. And it's crazy, them motherfuckers that still wearing masks and gloves and shit like that, they still sharing blunts with motherfuckers. So that makes zero sense to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you just shorted this motherfucker, but you wearing a mask.
Right.
You know, I'm just like, I don't understand it. I really don't understand shit. You know, it's just a lot of, I want to be different. You know, I'm a sheep bad. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? We need some free thinkers out here. You know what I'm saying? Too many motherfuckers that don't want to be ostracized from the pack, rather than saying, instead of thinking for themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much of that.
For me, I don't wear a mask.
I wear gloves.
I wear gloves when I go to the grocery store.
When we do that shit.
I do only because the person that I'm with has a compromise.
Well, yes. Well, I understand your situation. You don't want to, infect her, and like you said, she has a compromise.
So I have to take certain precautions. But generally speaking, for me, that's like, come on, man.
Do some push-up, people. You know what I'm saying? Eat some hot peppers and stuff like that, and stop with all this nonsense. That's what I'm saying. That's a tough love sign right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand. I really don't understand.
Dude, I get out in the morning, man. It's like a ghost town.
It was like such a ghost town yesterday.
I used to get out every morning and go to the park to go running. And there'd be so many people out there stretching and running and exercising. And now people look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, look at that fool outside, risking his life.
Why they driving in their cars with their mask
and their gloves?
The only person in the car.
It's really, I don't want to call people idiots. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that insensitive. But it's just, if you and your immediate family and stuff like that, your home and stuff like that, motherfuckers, like, I went to Walgreens and all this tissue and paper towels out.
Yeah.
All of it.
Bleach. I went to 4 stores looking for bleach so I can clean my
She went to Dollar General because no one shops there. No offense, Dollar General. You know what I'm saying? But now I went to Dollar General and got me a thing of bleach. I wanted to mop these floors. And it's just, I don't understand all this fear mongering, all this hoarding and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? When the government went shut down, no one was freaking out. No one was saying, "Hey, I need to hoard some shit real quick." You know what I'm saying?
This is a good marketing thing, man. This is good for marketing because fear. People make illogical decisions.
Yes, fear. The fire sale, everything must go. You know what I'm saying? People like, "Oh my God, I gotta get all this shit." Well, them 2 brothers, they spent $78,000 on paper towels, tissue, and hand sanitizer, and that fucking army went and confiscated that shit from them.
Yeah, I read that story.
I was like, that's stupid. I'm like, they're kind of worse than that dude who bought that AIDS vaccine and made it go up 200%.
Yeah,
they're worse than that. But I
don't know if they worse than that. I think they're in line. Let's call them in line.
Mm-mm.
They're in line.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Because we don't know where they're at. They're in the city and stuff like that. It don't fucking make no sense. But they're in a small town. They bought out all the supply of those for their family. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's look at it.
We're in a free trade market. They can be stupid and ignorant. Yeah. Wow.
Fucking psychopaths.
Of course. Who the fuck spends $78,000 to buy hand sanitizer? You have to be out of your right. You can't. I don't like calling people psychopaths. Now, I don't like calling people crazy. I just say they live in a different world than most of us.
They live in our same world. They live in our same world with our same currency.
No,
they live in our same world.
But their mentality don't have to be. You were just hold on because you just said that it needs to be more free thinkers out there. But that don't mean that they have to think like the rest of us. They spent their own money on all of this stuff, even though they would never use it.
No, I'm pretty sure that they went to distribute. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these stores and stuff like that.
Oh, absolutely.
They're selling like you can go buy some cigar. They're doubling the price on cigars right now.
They're doubling the price almost on anything.
Yes.
I just went to the grocery store yesterday. What was in there last week? The prices are up.
Yeah, it's true.
So people see where the money is going. Because
Well, I know these corner stores, they gotta try to survive. You know what I'm saying? Because if people are buying, if they gotta spend more money at the grocery store, you know what I'm saying? They gotta make their product go up.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot where you can't become a burden on your community. If your supplies are more than what's standard and stuff like that, you can have you can call the alderman and report that. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we're in a crisis.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It is supply and demand. It really is. But the shit with those assholes who spend $78,000.
Who's to say they don't have a survival bunker?
It was in their garage. It literally, they had a picture with their
I
garage.
know,
full
I
of shit.
saw that.
And the
too.
military came and confiscated the shit.
I wonder did they cut them a check?
They probably had to. Because without it, it's theft. You know what I'm saying? They probably got half of they probably re-up half of what they spent. They took an L.
No, I don't think they take L.
I don't know. I want to
The
look that
U.S.
up.
government is the largest buyer of all goods and services. So they broke even.
Probably.
I would like to think that they broke even.
Mm-mm. I hope they took an L.
And those like
Justice! I hope they took an L.
And they're the psychopaths. Look, I'm not condoning what they did, but I won't shun it either because this world is not fair. It's never been. It never will be.
As long as we got society, there has to be some empathy. There has to be.
There is no empathy.
There's no empathy in this world.
No, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I'm gonna tell you why.
I think there is a small population that share empathy. I understand this is called the human race. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have some. You gotta have some kind of understanding that you're looking at another person, and when another person is suffering and stuff like that, as a person, you have a right to do the bare minimum to help that person. Whether that motherfucker stumble and fall, help that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't agree with you. Right now, if you
Mm-hmm.
or anybody else driving down the street,
Uh-huh.
and you see a homeless person
Yes.
sitting on the side of the road,
Yep.
you gonna take that person in?
I know, I'm gonna give him some change.
You're gonna give them some change.
Oh, yes.
How much change?
Whatever's in my pocket.
Whatever's in your pocket. So only if you have $100 bills, you're gonna give them.
No, I'm gonna give him.
So the
$1.
value of that. Hold on. You just have what you said. Whatever's in your pocket. Let's
No,
say
I said the change. I didn't say my cash.
But to one person, that's pocket change. Not to you.
That's
Hold
right.
on. Because you just said in society.
Yes.
Now, to one person,
Yes.
$100 bill is pocket change. Upper echelon of society, that's pocket change.
Well,
to you,
That's the
That's
upper
more value.
echelon.
right?
That's the upper
but
echelon.
but
That's the
upper
difference.
echelon live in this society too. And what I'm saying,
They don't live in our
and
communities.
generally speaking,
They do not live in our community.
generally speaking, though,
You can help people out with change and stuff like that.
I don't even give away change.
I do.
I don't give away change. I'll give food. Here's why. A few years ago, remember we were working construction.
Well, I understand all that.
Yeah.
And I worked in the care
I
facility.
don't cut you.
So I know that there's some frauds out here.
Right. There's a lot of fraud out here. Making thousands.
But when I do it, I don't do it for myself.
Nope,
I
you don't.
I don't do it for them. I do it as for me so I can have that blessing return to me. That's what I do. I don't
So
think
you're looking for something.
well, I'm looking for karma. We all looking for good karma. As much as I hope bad karma on the people that deserve it, I hope so. It's some good karma. It got to be an exchange of energy. I can't just out there hoping that some bad gonna happen to the people that deserve it. Some good gotta happen to people also. That's why when we go to fucking audit, I don't even worry about that fucking quarter and shit like that. You know, I'm like, hey, come here, take this. You know what I'm saying? If I can help out a little bit in the world, just a little bit, I'm gonna do it because that's good karma going on.
How much change you got in your pocket?
Shit. Nothing in these. I just put these pants on for this.
Which pants have change in it?
Sweatpants over there.
Can I have a change in your pocket?
No, you're not homeless.
There you go.
You're not homeless.
Oh, you prove our points for me.
You're not
You
homeless.
want to give me no change? I need change. I don't have change. in my pocket.
Maybe if you and Ben was there, I throw it on the ground and see if you fight for
Cut it out.
it. You're not homeless.
I'm curious, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys coping with this? I mean, I know some people have children that are now out of school. Some people are now forced to work at home or to be off of work and not work at all.
Yeah.
In your daily routine, people are creatures of habit. So if we're creatures of habit and that habit is taken away from you, what do you do?
People going stir crazy. I know I am.
You know, I go outside every morning and every single car on the block is there now.
Oh yeah, it's hard to find. And you see how narrow my street is.
Exactly.
It's hard to find a park over here.
Exactly. So now, with all those people who are generally out of the door at 6 a.m. and they're back, at 5.
It's not even the work. You know what I'm saying? It's just even those luxuries.
Oh, absolutely.
To have you to claim you a sense of self. Whether you like going to get your hair cut on a regular, get your hair did, get your feet done, going to the movies and stuff like that, going bowling. All those liberties that we took for granted is now taken away from us.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like
restaurants. So you go sit down and enjoy, a meal with someone, and because when I go out, I like to see people. I study people, and I use that energy for the next project that I'm working on. I'm a creature of human behavior, and so I use that for characters I create. Because me personally, I sit down at a computer, and it's just me. Even if I'm sitting in a room with other people, they're also paying attention to their computer and getting some stuff done. So when I'm outside, that's when I get my attention. Yeah. Start to make up stories, man, that help. Why you looking crazy like that?
I'm sorry.
That helps me. I create characters. I got over 250 characters sitting on a hard drive. I need stories. I need personalities for these things. So yes.
You need some feedback. That's what you need. You need to absorb that so you can. It helps feed your imagination, which makes you a better artist.
Right.
Nothing is better than reality. Nothing comes close to reality.
Exactly.
So when you
You can make those stories up.
Oh yeah. Life is funny that way. You can't make real life way funnier than fucking fiction. Way funnier.
Absolutely. Now that's taken away. What do you do then?
I don't know. I really don't know. Because I'm tired. I'm paying for my shit, but I'm tired of Netflix. I don't watch series already. I watched already. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my 4th time watching The Punisher. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'm tired of watching TV. I'm tired, I'm used to having, on the weekend, because I always mold my schedule around work to support my hobbies and my business. So now on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, you know what I'm saying, I don't have that outlet to go out, and go to a comic book shop and stuff like that, and talk shit to motherfuckers and make a couple of dollars. I don't have that no more. You know what I'm saying? That's why I look forward to it every now and then. Like, hey guys, you want to come through? You know what I'm saying? Play a couple rounds. Still have some kind of community. Because right now, everything has just been shut down. I got a boy and stuff like that. He lives in the Merv. I believe the company we work for has halted business. But he said he's not letting nobody over and stuff like that because he's quarantining his whole house. You know what I'm saying? Him and his family not going nowhere. I know he's probably losing his mind. Like, when you have, because some people catalyst for joy and structure is work. You know what I'm saying? As much as they want to go home and relax and stuff like that, to get out of the home and stuff like that and be hyper focused on a task takes them away from those stresses of relationship and home and finance and stuff like that.
It's great. During this pandemic, that the cases for domestic violence has went up.
Yeah, because when you stuck in the house all the damn time, crazy about that is the offshoot of that is gun violence has decreased. Isn't that crazy? They put down the gun to pick up the hands. I'm so sorry. That's just how my mind works. You know what I'm saying? People ain't catching bullets no more, they catching hands. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about it, police ain't showing up for those shits. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that crazy? They're not making calls, they're not going to your homes and shit like that unless your ass dying. You know what I'm saying?
Because they can't risk it.
This is crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? This is
what
right.
movie is better than this?
This is the best time. This is the wish a nigga would. This is the time right now. You know what I'm saying? Unless they throwing bullets, cops like, hey, Why don't you go to the bathroom and lock the door? It'll calm down. If you persist in the morning.
Talking through the problem.
Like, yeah. No, what did you do? Y'all need something to set them off.
Here, give me the phone. I'll take it.
Sir, let me talk.
If you will, please.
Please, at least an open fist. I'm not making fun of domestic violence because I understand people go through it and it's real, okay? But it's just I like talking shit, so I need this right now. Like, oh my god, domestic violence is real and it's bad, but it's just it's like they're not, all this shit is just crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got a chance to even talk to my police friend to see what's going on because those stories are heart-wrenching.
Oh yeah. I saw a guy pass out the other day. I had dropped someone off. It was at my house. Headed back home, and this older guy, I saw him when he fell. I was at the light. The police pull up, and then they pulled in and called an ambulance. Now, all the while, they're like standing maybe 6 feet away from the cops. They didn't even get close because they didn't want to risk it. They had their masks on and their gloves or whatever. I'm like, this is so strange. I sat there for a while just to see what was going on. What did it say? I didn't have any else.
Nosy ass.
I mean, hey, it helped to fuel this story.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So,
it was a story to tell.
I mean, that's the type of thing that's happening right now.
Cops like, hey, I think I should get over here. How's he doing? Shit, you'll tell me where you get.
Basically. Basically. Hey, I wasn't even on the car that sat out there. It was 2 more.
I bet you was.
Pickup truck and a little red SUV sat and waited.
I took an Uber ride the other day, and it was an older cat, and he doing a ride and stuff like that. His wife called me like, "Excuse me," so he picked up the phone and stuff like that, and I just hear her, "Hey, like, calm down. Like, it's okay." You know what I'm saying? Because she said she was feeling a little flimmy. You know what I'm saying? Like she muted. Yeah. He's trying to calm her down and stuff like that. He's like, don't worry about it and stuff like that. Go take some medicine and stuff like that. I'm going to sleep in the guest bedroom and stuff like that because he's older and he has a upper inflammatory disease. So he can't risk it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm going to take the guest bedroom and stuff like that. What I want you to do is go home, take some meds and stuff like that, rest up and stuff like that, and then we're going to wash all the sheets and pillows and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But she's just freaking out. He's like, I'm at work right now. You know what I'm saying? He driving an Uber. He trying to get off the phone with her.
That's another thing in domestic violence. If he wasn't in car, he'd probably be like, "Bitch, I said." You know what I mean?
Probably. But he said he was married. I asked her how long they've been married. He's like, they've been married for 18 years. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations to them.
Yeah. Whenever I see
married couples that are finally getting together all day, every day since this outbreak. And y'all keeping it cool. Because I know how stressful that can be when you stand in the face of somebody 24/7. You lay down, they there. You wake up, they there. Slobbing on your pillow. Snoring.
You okay? You need a hug?
Nah, okay. We supposed to social distance. I'm going to report your ass.
You need a hug? This motherfucker take away 6 feet, dog. What you talking about?
I'm still gonna report.
It's like 3, and you breaking the rule already.
It's your place. You supposed to make it convenient for your guests. But anyway,
see how the disrespect like that.
This is not regular.
You want to talk about something when we turn the camera on?
Nah. I'm just saying, big ups to them people because when you both
You sound very
leaving,
morbid.
Nah,
It sounds very morbid.
But
they say so. They say if you quarantine at home with your people and stuff, even Dr. Oz said right now is the time to be fucking.
Dr. Oz said it?
Yes.
He's a pervert. He's a sexual deviant.
I can believe that.
A sexual deviant.
But,
you seen his house?
But,
that motherfucker is weird.
He ain't wrong.
Well,
He ain't wrong.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. How many Corona kids gonna be out here?
You a miracle, baby. You just a miracle, baby. Wow, I was all crack, baby. No, you a corona baby.
8 months from now, oh my God,
Corona babies.
Corona babies. They're gonna have a stamp on them. Certified. You know,
Barcode.
Corona, actually in Mexico, the Corona beer has stopped production.
Because of this shit?
Yeah.
How dare they? We
Y'all gave them
we
wrong
need you
name.
even more. Cause I was like, when that
It's a line.
Lightfoot said liquor store closed, and I was like, what the fuck?
Liquor store not closing.
But that's what she said.
Oh.
She been announced that
They
liquor.
they part of the essential. I've seen the list. And
Alcohol is essential. I need to
You
get
gotta
my
get through it sometime.
I need to get my medicine. I need a little medicine. Little libations. I need a little bit of that.
Maybe. How long we been going? What do you figure?
You ain't enjoying this? You ain't enjoying this conversation?
Well, I know that people.
We can edit the shit later, okay? We'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? This is me having a chance to talk.
Yeah, get it
Yeah.
off the rift.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's crazy?
What's that?
I was on Tinder the other day,
Okay.
and they says just suggesting that you should practice social distancing. It's kind of weird for a dating service to say, "Hey, don't meet motherfuckers." I was like, "Oh, okay." I said, I got a whole email of that shit, like 10 things to do during the coronavirus. Like, hey, why don't you talk a little bit more? Why don't you video chat? If things get hot and heavy and stuff like that, why don't you record? You play. I was like, whoa, wait a fucking minute. I was like, oh, okay. I wrote that shit down. I was like, okay, yeah, video chat. I like a little video chat. Hey,
They
like,
give you some tips.
yes. You know what I'm saying? You can set up some romantic shit in the background, or you can watch a movie
If you
together.
need candles, I make them. So, yeah.
You can wait till the end of the video to plug that.
No, it fits with what we're talking about right now. Think about it. People need things. All right, listen. You only can have sex regular 1, 2, 3 times. It get old. All right, you need to spice it up.
No, I was on the
You
drought.
need to spice it up, shorty.
I was on
You
the
on
drought.
the drought, but I'm just saying, especially for women, they like romance. So
Yeah,
you
true.
know, scented candles. You know, I make those.
But
That's one of my coping.
how fucking arousing is a sensitive
Oh man,
candle?
it can be really arousing.
This shit works for you?
It works for me. It works for my partner.
What's in it?
Okay, let's see. I have
Is it cucumber?
no, I don't have
Carrots.
Carrots. Listen, there's no phallic. I'm thinking
Eggplant.
no phallic scents in my. I don't even know what eggplant smell like. Okay, and neither do you.
I do. I fucking work with them at work all the time.
Out of here! Fuck out of here! You work with them at work. Yeah, when you cook them, you're talking about raw egg.
No, I have to cut them before they can be
Anyway,
cooked.
listen.
It smell like cornfield.
I'm gonna be posting a link in the description so you can get your own candles. Really nice, really elegant, really simple, really clean.
And I'm gonna post a script on how to make your own. Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I'll post instructions on how to make your own.
I got some oil of peppermint and some
I'll take it with
some
me.
lavender oil. You ain't.
I'll take it with me.
Take it with you.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know what I got. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't giving it to you. I put it in my bath water. You know what I'm saying?
Nice to you.
Make me
Good
feel
job.
all clean and
Good
stuff.
job. I'll take some of it then.
Okay.
But
Give us
listen.
a couple of drops.
Yeah.
It's very strong.
That's all I need is a couple drops.
Actually, I'm gonna throw a little bit on my carpet.
Let's get back to this, man.
We was talking.
We were talking about the sensuals, the relations. How
Yeah.
Tinder just told you make videos. But if you together, you don't want to make videos. Or you could. One of y'all go in the bedroom, one go in the front room or whatever you have.
You be on that Love Jones shit. Like, you sure you want me to come tuck you in? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that long and shit. Could be. You know what I'm saying? That make the dick go hard. I'd rather say the heart grow fonder, but let's be real. That's the only muscle we want to think about right now is, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, like, why not? You know what I'm saying? You have an argument and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Have some angry sex.
Ain't been arguing on this time. I'm already. Hey, listen. I've been quarantine, if you want call it, since October. Right, I had an accident, so I've been in the house anyway. Now I thought after I got released from medical care that the society would be running smooth. I'm back up. I can move around a little bit better. I should be good, right? Wrong. Society just took a standstill.
What about those that's freshly out of divorce? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know what? I'm about to go get some strange. And now, can't get no strange.
Not even on Tinder. It's terrible.
Yeah. It kind of made me upset.
Mm-hmm. What is there to do?
You can do like, you can be a sheep and practice all this social distance and crap. Or you could, yeah, or you could have your community. Why they want us to separate from one another? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And and I understand curb the spread or flatten the spread and shit like that. But the whole time when they told us to stay home, they were mobilizing the National Guard.
Yeah. So
we don't panic and riot and shit. So the whole thing, like, just stay home, you don't feel well and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah.
Report people. They actually said report people. What was it?
Yeah, they were saying report people on the news. So like,
you got to ask yourself why.
Yes. The whole time they were doing it, they were mobilizing the National Guard. So then when people do get all uppity and stuff like that, they have a response already. My mother was at church, and the army came in and broke up her church 3 Sundays ago. Not the police, the National Guard. So while we sitting at home and stuff like that, these motherfucking tanks on a fucking train and shit like that come rolling into fucking Illinois. You know what I'm saying? They already was getting this stuff into place when they were saying the social distancing or the shelter in place. The whole time before they even came to that, they already had the military moving around already. So we're already fucked. You think we're gonna be able to get if they say help, you know what I'm saying, for the rest of the year and stuff like that, you can't work. You know what I'm saying? And so all this stuff
that's crazy because there's been a lot of articles saying that, this is the new norm now. This is not something that's just gonna go away. And you can look at any place in history where some kind of tragedy or some kind of world-breaking event has happened.
And it sets a mandate for stuff. After 9/11, it's got such more strenuous to fly and stuff like that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everything's so scrutinized. You know what I'm saying?
Not just that. We had regulations and like send a private picture to someone. Somebody else is gonna be looking at it.
Oh yeah, that was the Snowden thing.
Yeah.
After 9/11, they started wiretapping and videotapping everyone. And Snowden, he told the world, and they labeled him a traitor. He's a traitor now. He been hiding what in Russia, and I think they Russia thinking about giving him back because
he telling on them too.
Well, no, because
they
try not to go to war. You know what I'm saying?
I know that.
So
Russia about that shit, man. They don't care about that.
Yeah, but that's still like the loss of life and stuff like that, in a war and stuff like that. They ravage your country. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And it ravages resources.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Finances.
So, wars is bad on all fronts, not even just the death.
And nobody wins. It's like, generally speaking, what has been won going to war?
Money. It creates money.
It creates money for individuals, but not really. It doesn't.
Not for society. But for those individuals who profiting off the war,
oh, absolutely,
it's millions and billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying?
So here's my question: what do you think with them setting, records of creating this $1 trillion stimulus? What do you think is really going to happen to the people behind the scene who's going to profit these billions and billions of dollars that's going to be moved around this shit? This $1,200. Oh,
what are you going to spend that shit? You better you better pay some back rent. You better get your utility taken care of. You might even have enough unemployment or even have enough savings that $1,200 and stuff like that. You might even splurge a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see how you gonna splurge. Where you gonna go with it?
Yeah, but by the time you can order shit.
April 15th.
That's when it coming out.
Direct deposit, April 15th. If you opt for a paper check, it could be 5 to 6 months. But April 15th, the Treasury Department already announced that those who already signed up for direct deposit for their taxes or pay online with the IRS, April 15th will have a check. Okay, so it's not far off. Majority of people will start receiving their stimulus
within the next few months.
Well,
and we're not all gonna get it on April 15th on the head. I would love for that to happen. You know
in the next few weeks.
Yeah, and in the next few months. We might see, you know what I'm saying?
But think about this. There's no school for kids. So you have to be able to take care of them. Now,
I'm saying you better spend all that money up. You might be able to splurge a little bit, but you're going to spend all that money on essentials, which means you're going to pay them bills and stuff like that, and the government will get all that money back.
Yeah, they'll get that back.
So $1,200, you know what I'm saying? That's enough to have you to calm down a little bit. That's more than $700. That's less than $1,500. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, $1,200 sounds good.
It's debauchery. And then I just read that one of the candidates, I'm not going to say his name because I'm not going to promote them, but talking about, it should be $2,000 and it should be every month. The stimulus.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, of course, he going to say that shit because he want motherfuckers to vote for him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, shit, I like the way he doing things. Yeah. I like the way he think.
This motherfucker got birds flying on his arm and shit. I wonder did he...
What he think? Nah, man, this whole thing is just nuts. So, like,
Crypt Keeper, man, Crypt Keeper, call him Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, this whole thing, like, I don't know, man. Maybe if I had some more hobbies and stuff like that, other than playing video games and shit like that, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really an introvert. You know what I'm saying? I have a couple friends that are introvert, and they love it this time. All they're doing is watching.
It doesn't mess with their
anime and fucking.
It doesn't mess with their status quo.
Yeah. You know, they don't like to leave the house anyway, so this is perfect for them. But for me, I'm a social butterfly. I need to be out. I like talking.
He got some big ass wings to carry all of that.
I'm just half caterpillar.
You gotta let me fly.
You know, it's just, you know, I don't know. You know, texting is cool. You know, even that video chat and shit. You know, I haven't actually done it. That might even be cool, but you know, there's nothing going to replace coming together as a community. You know what I'm saying? Being with a person. You know what I'm saying? Feeding out that person's energy. You know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be in Italy in a couple of weeks. That's not happening.
Yeah. If you go, you ain't coming back. Yeah.
That sucks. It's funny because all of the prices are down on all of the plane tickets, but
nowhere to go.
It sucks if you go there. Vegas, lockdown. You know what Vegas doing? They doing drive up script shows.
Sign me up.
Sign you up?
Nah,
no thank you.
Sign me up.
No thank you.
I get a roll of
I give
quarters.
that 2 thumbs down.
I get a roll of quarters and be like
at the glass?
Make it hell. That's why I never go to a strip club. Cause they gonna be like, nigga, you brought quarters. I'm like, yeah, bro. It's either this or I do my laundry. One of y'all gonna get these quarters.
You're gonna throw them quarters back at you. Go do your laundry.
Yeah, that's fine.
You getting out of there right then.
That's fine. I want to go to a strip club anyway.
I'm just saying, that's the sign of the time.
They doing drive up strip club. Why I didn't think of that?
Casinos down. It's supposed to be a casino, man.
They say the AMC Roosevelt, they say they might not recover from this. They're going bankrupt.
A lot of places are going bankrupt. You know who's buying all of this debt?
Who?
The government.
Of course they are. Of course they
ching
are.
ching.
Of course they are.
Ching ching.
You know what I'm saying? When you can't, all these businesses they can't pay, you think that the government gonna say, "No, you good. Don't worry about it." You know what I'm saying? we got it. No, they were like, oh, that's unfortunate. You should have took necessary steps just in case a disaster like this hit. They'll look you right in your eyes like, well, you're fucked. You know, all these businesses that just got off the ground. And that's why I'm afraid to open up a restaurant. That's why people are like, oh, why did you open a restaurant? It's the market is real shifty right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're on your own and stuff like that, and literally your business is your lifeblood of your economy, of your money. Oh my God, I can't imagine all these small businesses that just got started that work really hard, and then because of this, are struggling so hard. You know what I'm saying? They're about to fail before they even got a chance to get started. It's
There's gonna be a lot. It's gonna
terrifying.
It's disastrous, man.
terrifying because the bank is still gonna want that money. They're not gonna be like, okay, no, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I understand. No, because the banks answer to higher corporations, and they want their profits. You know what I'm saying? There might be 16 of them motherfuckers sitting across the table like the Legion of Doom. All them motherfuckers got worried lines, but happy as shit when they see motherfuckers suffering. Because they want their profit. They want their profit shares. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's a hard time. You know what's crazy?
What's that?
Motherfuckers in prison.
I just read an article. It was saying that at least 160 inmates tested positive for the shit.
It's a code. It's a code.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The code has apparently been killing from left and right. But now, according to you, it ain't been the code to kill them. It could have been heart disease.
Well, not really. It's just.
I wonder if you choke on a piece of bread and died. What they say was the coronavirus.
Damn, Rona strikes again.
So they hawking the numbers up.
Yes, because they trying to justify all of this. Asia is going back to normal. They got clear skies because no one's been on the road. You know what I'm saying? They got
California. Did you hear about California?
No, I didn't.
California. So California, generally speaking, had by capita a lot of smog.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because there's a lot. Generally during the day, there's a ton.
So many cars on the road.
Exactly. And now it's amazing. They tested the atmosphere and it's clear.
It's just this is ridiculous. I just can't wait for all at the end. So we can look back 5 years like, damn, remember that Corona shit? What the fuck was that?
I imagine it'll still be more relevant then because people are profiting off of this.
Mm-hmm.
Higher ups are profiting off of this. They're gonna want why would you want that to end?
I wonder if there's some people, and because I took another Uber ride, and the dude would tell me like, hey, do you remember Y2K?
Hey, I remember this.
Y2K, there were preachers telling their congregation to sign over everything to the church.
Right.
And motherfucker was dumb enough to do that shit.
Yeah.
Motherfucker lost everything, and the motherfucker lights stayed on. And the motherfucker church had their houses, their cars, all their money.
You know, they just arrested a pastor because he had service. And they came in and arrested him because they had warned him already.
Yeah.
He kept doing it. And the parishioners were mad. They were like, "Oh, leave us alone." So, I mean, not saying it was a cult, but it had cult-like qualities to it.
Yeah, I've been hearing people having digital church. You know, yeah.
Speaking of digital church, I actually made an app last year for another client.
Mm-hmm.
And just for that, because, you know, I have a theory that, you know, you have to understand that people are the lifeblood of the church. Things can't happen unless tithes and offering happen. And generally speaking, you want to get your word out. So if you know anyone who's looking for an app to have church, I set those up, man. Actually in augmented reality, which is dope. So, for example, you know, see how we have the camera here.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the pastor being able to take his camera, set it up on a tripod, and give his sermon.
Mm-hmm.
But then it feeds back out of his camera into all of the members that are watching, and he's standing right there in that front room through their phone.
Oh, that's really kind of dope.
Actually created that.
Can you do it for strippers?
I can do it for strippers.
That's why I got to throw quarters and keep them. I got to do both. I can throw quarters and
So if you're a stripper and you want to take your strip show to the next level,
gotta get it.
I can help. Yeah, we're gonna do live streaming through augmented reality, bro.
Why would we do that shit for us? Why the fuck we? You know what? I think you squandering your talent.
Listen, man, this is the test pilot. We're gonna do that. I got it. Listen, remember before I was like, man, we're gonna do something real special. Remember that?
Yeah.
Because I already got this in the works, bro. Calm down.
Okay.
Relax.
All right.
We're gonna bring it to y'all.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We're gonna be sitting in their front room.
Mm-hmm.
Not dope that.
That would motherfucking throw quarters at me.
Throw nipples out.
I take that. Say what I can get. Say what I can get. That's all I'm saying. I ain't too proud.
Yeah, we're gonna set that up though, man. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, man. I just can't wait for this shit to be done. I don't miss dates, but I kind of miss dates.
I miss dates.
I
It was, man, I had to get a refund off some comedy tickets that I had bought.
Mm-hmm. I see a lot on Meetup. They got a lot of virtual comedy shows and shit.
Got virtual comedy shows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of cool. They trying to still, keep things going.
Of course.
So that's what they passionate is bringing people together, and I like that. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't on Meetup. Go on Meetup. And no, it's not a dating site. I had somebody ask me that. What is that? Dating site? I'm like, dating? No, it's social.
It can be.
They have groups on there for that, but it's generally not for
It's
that.
for you to meet new people. It doesn't mean just for dating and stuff like that, but they want to bring people together. And if you bringing other people together and stuff like that, that might be some
I
connection.
had a conversation in the grocery store with this dude yesterday. He's like, it's amazing to me. It took some shit like this to happen in our society for us to actually be remorseful of our fellow men. It's like, because he's a younger dude, I can tell. He's like, yeah, it's like even, walking down the street, we don't generally talk to one another. We don't say
Hell
anything,
no.
man. It's like even in our same communities.
Because you never know when you entertain. They say you should be careful because you might not be entertaining an angel. You could be entertaining a demon too.
That's true.
You gotta be a little weary because when you're surrounded by have-nots, you might be the one to have. So when we have, that's why we kind of don't make eye contact and shit. Because you never know when people are up to no good. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try not to make eye contact on the bus. But when you do, you know when you fucked up. Because he gonna let you know. He gonna start talking about Jesus and the aliens and shit. And you like, oh, fuck. I fucked up.
You can't get away from it now. You can't get around it.
Yeah, now it's in my stop.
I don't ride the bus.
Now until I get to my stop. When I get to my stop, I'm Gucci.
God.
One time I fucked up. I was going to work. 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm on the goddamn bus. On my way, like I usually do, I put my bike on the rack and stuff like that. Get on the bus. Ching, ching. I'm good. I started finally looking for me a seat, and this lady sitting in the back of the bus. Nice looking young lady. Dark skin and stuff like that. She had a low cut top and stuff like that. And I look at her breast and look up to her eyes. And that must have triggered her. And she just started going off. And she walked from the back of the bus. She was sitting at the back of the bus. And she literally walked all the way and literally was standing in front of me doing her little crazy thing. And I'm just like, what have I done, Jesus? Because I made that eye contact.
She put a show on for you?
No, she was just going crazy.
I know that.
Walking back to the bus, walk back to the front. I'm just like, if this bitch hit me, I am going to jail. And then, a few stops later, a big dude get on the bus. And I'm like, oh man, he would play Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like got a little screw loose a little bit. Get on the bus. He sit a couple seats away from me and shit like that. And she triggers him. And he's just going off. And I'm just like, oh my God. And now I gotta go to work and deal with this same behavior for the next 8 hours. That's when I worked at Columbus Manor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this same behavior. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I got off the bus early. I was like, oh, next time, let me get off here. I just rolled to where I was supposed to catch the next bus and stuff like that. And then when I got on the next bus, I was like, and the bus driver was like, you okay, brother? I'm like, I just got off a bus and this young lady, and she was gorgeous, nice looking young lady, and so like that. But you never know how mental illness strikes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you think of mental illness, you don't think of no one that looks like you and me. You don't think of no one that's attractive. You know what I'm saying? When you think mental illness, you think of the illness part. You know what I'm saying? Someone who looks undesirable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm telling you, this was going to fuck off. Running to the back of the bus, running back to the front of the bus, talking about this is why they won't let me work right now. I'm just like, if this bitch hit me. I'm trying not to look at her again because she's standing literally in front of me. Like, she's facing
She was waiting for you to challenge her again.
Yes, that's what I'm like. I made eye contact and I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I saw her cleavage and I looked over. Like, okay. And that triggered her. And I'm just like, oh, God.
I was a Black Widow. Just waiting to take out. Cut your head off.
I feel sorry for
Piss
her.
eggs down your throat.
Maybe she was high. You know what I'm saying? That could be it.
It's possible. You never know. You know, I have such anxiety when I have to get on the bus. Oh my God, man. I don't know, man.
I have anxiety because it stinks. And it's always stains all over the seats. Like, you got to think.
You know, I was at a doctor's appointment once, a while ago. And I sat down, and I was there for maybe 15 minutes, and I counted the seats. I'm like, there are 16 seats here. I was like, this place is open. Let's say this place is open 8 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
If you put in about one person to every 30 minutes, we're talking about in how many asses sat in that seat before yours? We're talking about in a 5-year span, over 30,000 asses hit that seat.
Not all them asses are clean.
Nope.
I was mad the other day. One of my boys, he put his fucking book bag on my bed. I was so pissed off. Like, whoa, what are you doing? I already don't like coming from outside and sitting on shit. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I did that, because when I go home, when I go in,
I take off my clothes.
I take my clothes off.
You know what I'm saying? Kick my shoes off in the corner and stuff like that. Take my clothes off and stuff like that. Because you don't.
I started doing that because when we did work at Columbus Manor, I once came home.
He brought a bed bug home.
Brought a bed bug. And luckily, the way our apartment was, when I opened the door, there was like this little like closet space before I opened the second door.
Yep.
And so
I
started like, what the fuck? Took everything I got.
I brought a couple bed bugs home. Luckily me, the motherfucker must have been on my person, because when I got out the shower, he was in the tub. And I brought, them water bugs.
Yeah.
I go in the kitchen, grab me a big ass bowl of cereal and shit like that. I come around the corner like, the fuck is you doing here? One of them big ass water bugs that usually be at Columbus Manor was in the hallway, literally standing smack dab in the middle of the hallway. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh no, you gotta go. I flushed that motherfucker down the toilet. Now he a water boy, he'll survive. He be good. You know what I'm saying? I did him a sock.
No, man, I recently brought a bed bug home. It freaked me the fuck out. I was at the emergency room. I was at the emergency room with someone else, and they were gonna keep her overnight. And I'm like, wow, I'm gonna go home and get some rest. Get home, take my stuff off, and I sit in the front. I didn't go in my bedroom. I go in the front, and the lights are still off. And when I cut the TV on and I sat at my computer desk and I turn over and I could see something moving, and I hit it. Cause I'm like,
the reflex from growing up in the hood.
Yeah.
I'm like, not again, devil.
I hit it. So I go and clean my hand. I cut on the light. I'm like, wait,
that's a fucking bed.
I'm like, that's a goddamn bed bug. Oh man, I start cleaning everything. I'm looking through. Goddamn, I'll go to the room. I'm looking in the lining of my bed. I'm looking under the couch. Everything.
I want to tell you something.
What?
I kept this from you. Remember when I had a little stint, I had to stay with you?
Okay.
And I got blessed with that bed.
Yeah, I remember that.
I had to get rid of the bed. Tell you why, right?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, but bed bugs didn't come from Columbus, man. Who was my house guest?
You're terrible. You're terrible.
It's the
Did you
secret's
come-
coming out.
did you come-
I want us to bond. You know, it's over. It's the past. It's 3 years ago.
You're terrible because you didn't tell me up to now.
Because I was gonna keep taking it to my grave. But that's because I respect you and I love you this much. I gotta let you know. It was all her doing. And that's why I was like, hey man, you can't come over here right now. And she wanna argue. I think I should be able to come over. I'm like, no, you can't. And I had to get rid of that bed. I think we can get past this.
Final
Camera.
thoughts.
We
Final
on camera.
thoughts. Come on,
Okay.
final thoughts.
I respect you.
My final thoughts. Thank you for telling me, but fuck you. We'll deal with this after. I have to process this now.
Jesus, I didn't betray you. Betray you. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I let you know what happened promptly. You know what I'm saying? But I had.
I was freaking out then too.
I was freaking out too. Because Columbus Man had a whole bunch of them goddamn critters everywhere. But then when she said something to me, I don't know. I don't know if it came from her or it could have went both ways.
It could have been.
It could have been both ways. You know what I'm saying?
That was
But
3 years ago. It was in the past.
Yeah.
Let's move past that. I would like to say that we appreciate you.
I feel better. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you clean your conscience.
I feel better. It was good. It was therapy for everyone here. I appreciate you. He just said he on camera, he forgive me, so he can't bring it back up.
Health is no joke. Take care of yourself as best you can. Take care of your family. You know what I started doing? I started calling and doing wellness checks.
I know that. I don't call. I do text message.
For people. No, I call. I want to
It's
hear
a
their
lot
voice,
easier.
man. I want to hear their voice. But
There
I
we go.
started doing that because we do not know what's going to happen next. And if this is the last day, I would like to give people their roses while they're here. I also started sharpening up all my blades. My machete, I just did a new handle.
You waiting for the zombie apocalypse.
I'm waiting because you never know. They don't deploy.
It'd be
National
crazy if these
Guard for
motherfuckers the motherfucker that died from this shit get back up. Maybe that's why they so scared and thought we report
nothing.
motherfuckers.
Could be, the government
Playing already.
tactical plans to, for the zombie apocalypse. Which
The young versus the old.
final thoughts, man. Real final thoughts.
Okay. Use common sense. Common sense is not being in the car by yourself with a mask and gloves on and then going out into the world touching shit and using them same gloves to get back in your vehicle and touch every fucking thing. That ain't common fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? If this virus can survive up to 5 days or 5 hours and on surfaces and stuff like that, all you doing is making things worse. You know what I'm saying? Same thing you should have been doing. Always practicing fucking hand washing. Hand sanitizer is no substitute. It only helps. Just, love yourself, respect others, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully within the next couple of months, we start we can buggy. Because I'm tired of being in the house by myself.
Common sense is actually, use your best judgment. I'm sure most of us grew up in a generation with an old head that told you to wash your hands anyway. The average human touches their face about 18 times per hour. I'm pretty sure I've touched mine a couple times since doing this.
Yeah, I know.
That's just it. So wash your goddamn hands. It's simple. You can do that. Hand sanitizer is not a substitute for proper hygiene. It only kills 99.9% of bacteria, and it never tells you which bacteria that 99.9% fall into. But soap and water, 20 seconds. Don't just sprinkle water on your hand. Clean them for 20 seconds. Make sure you get it under the fingernails.
Get your wrist too.
Your wrist. Yeah, I'll go up to my forearm. Actually.
Yeah, you gotta get up here. You know what I'm saying?
I go up to my forearm. If I don't have any long sleeves on, I usually go up high. I want to make sure anything that could have been in the atmosphere or what have you is away. Also, in terms of coping mechanisms, this should be the time that you improve yourself. They gave you a blank slate. If you procrastinated and your excuse was you have to work so much,
or the kids,
or the kids, you have an opportunity to start something that you've been longing to do, but you just didn't have the time. Now you have the time.
Learn a new language. You know what I'm saying? Try that recipe out. You know what I'm saying?
Figure out what you enjoy. Figure out what hobby you like. What fits you. What's your passion?
This is the perfect opportunity for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm that passion. I know some of you like the sound of my voice. That's why they keep coming back. I hope so. That's what I like to think.
I like to think so too.
Yeah.
But once again, I'm Q.
And I'm Teddy.
And thank you for tuning in to the farm.
Edit that out.